doesn't matter if you got a big booty or a flat booty. I'm coming to get that booty. And look, I want to lick them drawers.
I want to lick them
I want to lick them drawers, he says.
Ay, ay, ay. I fucking love that, dude. If you're wondering, that's Uncle Shine, the world famous.
Uncle Sean?
Uncle Shine.
Uncle Shine.
Like the sun is Uncle Shining.
Like if you were going to moon somebody and then you decided to shine somebody.
Is that what that's called? Showing them your dick? Is
I
it
think
shine?
so.
I thought it was called
I thought
Flash.
it was called. Yeah, I thought it was called flash.
No, I think it's
But a
called
flash
shine.
is almost like a shine.
No,
right?
flashing is
I mean,
titties.
a flash isn't
No,
dark.
a flash is just genitals or sexual organs of any sort
Yeah.
being
No,
exposed.
I think it's titties.
Because you can flash
Well, how
your
about I
anything.
pull out my dick right now? You tell me if you got flashed or shined.
That would be a good time because we got fucking some live.
I put a whole
video.
bag of jelly beans up my ass.
That's the best
Oh,
one.
shit.
That's the best sample we got, I think.
That's DJ
abrasive.
Khaled stuff.
Abrasive.
So loud. Loud.
Wrong.
Wrong. Not a good
Wrong.
one.
Wrong.
What else we got? Here, I'll hit it. That's about right.
That's about right.
That's
That's
about
about right.
That's accurate.
That one ain't
That one
shit.
doesn't work.
He needs some milk.
He needs some milk.
Do we?
2% or whole?
I got your
You
milk.
know what? I don't really fuck with milk, if I'm honest with you.
I got
Really?
your milk right here.
Yeah,
love
feed
milk.
me that milk.
Hey, just relax there, sugar
Hey, you want
tits.
some of this milk?
Oh, I could
It's made
partake
from-
in some
it's
milk.
Corn milk. Right? It's
Corn?
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 It's made of corn?
Does corn have an udder?
I got nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
can
I do
milk.
a great De Niro. Like, not voice, but face.
Dude, we both have
That's
it.
actually a pretty good De
Yeah, we
Niro.
both have right
That's
here.
actually
Ready?
pretty good.
Yeah.
You touch Jinxie Cat?
Yeah, you do a pretty good De Niro too.
Hey, cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Welcome to Under the House, by the way. We have Kyle,
Hey, hello,
returning
everyone.
guest. What's up, everybody? Gordon, Green Gold.
Chris Shinglebout.
Hey, those are our stage names. We're not going to give you our real names.
I mean, you probably already know what our real names are.
Yeah, if you're
but-
watching this, you probably know us. You're not a stranger.
Right. I don't know. I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
It's just support.
We did have that
family and
one dude
friends.
that from Russia
Yeah.
that commented on our videos. That was
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome,
Yeah.
actually,
Did
to like
he
reach that far.
I didn't see
Yeah.
that comment. Was it in English?
No, I thought it was in Russian.
I don't know.
I thought it was
What
in
episode
Russian.
was that? This is episode 11.
Episode 11.
Ooh.
Okay, we're here.
Uh,
We still suck.
we well, we're only 11 episodes in. If you
We're
if,
not professionals.
if
We're
if
just, you know.
anybody has hung with us for 11 episodes, I'm proud of you. Just know that.
Yeah, you're the real one.
You're the fucking real
If
one.
you
You're
made
the
it
real
through
one.
one whole episode,
You're
I'm
the-
proud
you're
of
the
you.
real
Because even when I listen to it back, I'm like 30 minutes in. I'm like, oh my
I
god.
got stuff to do.
Yeah.
this is not even that good. But who cares? I do it for fun. I don't know about you. I'm just here.
I know I do it for money. I'm getting paid for this right now.
He's really just in it for the corporate stuff.
He needs some milk.
Yeah.
That's the one I meant to hit. I meant to hit crickets. We're relying on this motherfucker. We're crushing this.
I mean,
It's,
it's
kind of
a
a
game
dangerous.
changer.
It's kind of a dangerous button. The buttons system.
That was legitness.
That was fucking legitness.
Dude, hit the fucking weed, pass it over. Okay. So, are we going to talk about last week's attempt? We released a clip of a young man named Hunter who we had come on who says that he was abducted by aliens when he was a child. But through some technical difficulties.
Now, here's the thing about that, though, is that, well, number one, we never released the full thing, but I was telling my mom about this too. I was like, the reason I believe this guy is I do,
Okay.
because of the fact that he himself is not sure of the experience.
It's easy to say.
He himself is
It's easy
like,
to say.
I don't even know what I saw. He's like, he's not sitting there telling you that it's aliens. He's just saying, I don't know
Bruh,
what it
but-
could be.
Okay, and no disrespect to Hunter. I thought he was a nice guy. He was very polite. He had good manner. I
He's a
like
good
that
kid.
kid. He's a good guy. But a liar knows how to lie, or they wouldn't be a liar. He knows he don't want to. Okay. He's too cool. Okay. You don't want to do it on camera.
We're
I'll
smoking
do it.
tobacco,
I'm
by
gonna
the
look
way.
right at you.
It's all tobacco-based products.
I think with him, it's like I think that he fully believes, his story. Like it's 100% true to him, but I think that just I mean that's just what happens. It's open to speculation from outside parties, you know.
And I'll tell Hunter this to his face. I kind of let him go on the podcast and let him speak. I think he probably had a traumatic experience that he's like trying to come to terms with in this way.
Potentially.
That's
But
what I think.
I think we did ask him, like, was anything going on in
I
your
asked
life
if
at
he
that
was
point?
probed.
Well, I asked, is there anything going on at that point in life? Like, were your parents getting divorced? Was anything like that happening? And he said no. So that's
It's
why
also
I was
weird.
kind of like, yeah.
It's also weird.
Yeah.
I just think it's weird that normally when you hear shit like that, it's from somebody who is saying, I'm a 100% believer. I believe in fucking aliens.
No,
Typically, when you hear
I don't
that
think
shit,
so. A lot of the shit that I've heard, they maintain that they are unsure what that was. They just know some weird shit happened. They don't have an explanation for it, so they're like, I guess the most logical shit is I was on a spaceship. I don't know.
Well, that's why Bob Lazar is so interesting, because he's very much like that. He's like, I was working on this thing. I don't really know what it was. He doesn't, like, jump to
Bob
conclusions.
Lazar, you talking about Bob?
Yeah. That's why he's so believable, because he doesn't jump to conclusions. He's very skeptical about
Who's
it.
that fucking guy Joe Rogan had on? And he was like with some homies. They were like forestry dudes. Are you farting? Oh, you burping.
Just clear my throat.
Well, you had to lean. I thought you were trying to evacuate some flatulence.
just getting one out.
But Joe had some dude on that was like, he was like a fucking logger or some shit. And he like didn't even get along with the group of dudes he was working with. And then he disappeared for like 4 days. Nobody knew where the fuck he went. And then he was just like back. I don't know.
Like,
And-
he wasn't aware that he was gone for 4 days?
Well, he knew that he was.
Because that's weird. If
I
that,
listened. It was like a year ago that this came out, so I don't remember for sure. It's been a while, but he was unsure too. And I think that like the most compelling stories are people who are not 100% sure and they're still questioning whether or not that happened to him. And I think people who are fabricating stories can identify that as a selling point.
yeah,
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
sure.
And I'm not.
See, but
I don't want to call Hunter a liar because, again, I think he's a nice guy. I don't think he's being truthful though, or maybe he is with himself. But I think
I think he believes it whole.
That's what I'm saying. I
100%.
think to him, it's 100%
Right.
real.
I think he's like 100%. He thinks it's real.
yeah.
I remember a lot of things that were false though myself. Like I remember, like
I guess
last night we went to First Friday. This is a perfect example. We went on the art walk. The last time that we went to First Friday was over 10 years ago. I thought that we had went like 5 years ago. This guy's just eating
It'd be a
pizza.
good time to explain what First Friday is.
Yeah, First Friday. Every first Friday of the month in Denver, all of the art galleries on Santa Fe are open to the public. They give you fucking wine and like hors d'oeuvres. But it's fucking awesome. What a weird group of people that go to that shit, though. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I almost couldn't even pay attention to the lovely art that I was spectating because everybody was just so fucking weird.
the people were the art.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. My computer.
People watching is an art
One
form.
love for all them beautiful women.
That was not on purpose, but that
That was
worked out
pretty
nice.
funny.
One love for all them beautiful women.
I love that Law and Order button.
Yeah, I know
That's
you
my
do.
favorite.
I'm gonna hit you with one of these.
Do it!
Oh God, dude!
Just
Shit is loud
do
as
it.
a motherfucker, dude.
He's passionate.
Hell yes.
All right, okay. But no, I'd like to get Hunter back on here though, for sure. Just to,
Yeah, I think I love hanging out with Hunter. He's cool.
he's a
Yeah,
nice
I
guy.
mean, I think he was good on here too because he's real articulate.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's well
I
spoken.
noticed that he knew how to speak into a mic real nice.
Yeah.
When we played it
Yeah.
back, he was real good at that.
Yeah.
At that,
Moving
which-
back when it's loud. And,
Yeah, a lot of people don't know how to do that kind of shit. It's a little nuanced.
Shit, even I
guess.
forget sometimes.
I know, right? Like,
Oh my god.
Shut up.
Drinking bang.
dude, I gotta do something. If we're smoking weed and it's gonna fucking make me retarded, then I gotta do this to make me me sharpened again.
There you go.
You know, this is my second one today.
That's so bad for you.
I know.
That's like 600 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah, it is, dude. And a whole lot of creatine. I'm gonna shit my pants probably.
See, I stopped drinking those after I had like this crazy experience where like, so I have Crohn's disease. I was going through a flare up, and I didn't drink any energy drinks for a month. And before that, I was drinking 2-3 bangs a day. So like you're on that constant ride of it, you know. And then I finally felt better. I drank a Rockstar, and later that day, I was out in front of my apartment at the time smoking a cigarette, and I went inside because I started to feel kind of lightheaded, like if you stand up too fast.
Right.
And I went inside, and my vision just went black.
Mm,
Eyes fully open.
not good.
Body just completely gives out. I don't lose consciousness, but like I just fall to the ground.
Dude, your heart had it.
I don't know what happened. It
It was
was
a
so
cigarette smoke in tandem with like.
It was crazy. I've
Oh,
never had
man.
it happen before or since.
I
And
had a
then-
similar experience when I sniffed a bunch of Adderall when I was younger, like the time release ones with the little balls, you know. And I sniffed one of them shits, and I was smoking some weed on it, and like, yeah, I kind of my
Well,
eyes were wide open. I couldn't see shit.
Yeah,
dude.
and like what's weird is I didn't black out, right? Like I said, I didn't lose consciousness, so it was weird. And I sat up, and you know, my girlfriend was sitting on the couch, and she's like, "Are you okay? Like, are you like fucked
Dude,
up?"
I'm not even on planet Earth.
Right. And I was like, I don't know. I think something's really wrong because it freaked me out. I was like, man, what's happening? And then I stood up again, and it happened again.
That was a mistake.
And then I was sitting next to the couch after that, and it happened again. So I was like, okay, I need to go to the hospital. My girlfriend's like, all right, let's get you in the car. And as we're like going out the front door, I can like, I feel it coming on because it starts with like the getting up fast feeling. And I'm right outside the door, and it happens, and I hit my head on like our
Oh shit!
like window ledge of bricks. I like bang it and then go
like
to the
you
ground.
fell down.
Yeah,
Okay.
like completely, my body completely gives out. Like it feels like I'm knocked out body wise, but I don't lose consciousness. So I feel my head hit that, and then the concrete. Had a big old
bruh.
welt on my head, and so we're driving to the hospital. And I roll down the windows, get some fresh air because I felt really hot. And then all of a sudden I'm like, you know, I don't feel that bad, and I don't want no hospital bills. You know?
So you didn't go?
We turned around, went back
Oh,
home. Nothing happened. That was like 3 years ago, and like I'm still good. So I don't know.
Have you not had any energy drinks since then, or you
No,
just,
No,
like, moderate? as
I've
I've
fuck?
had-
cut back by like 80%. Like
I've
I
had-
have like a sugar-free Red Bulls once
Probably
in a
good.
while.
Probably
Yeah.
good. Honestly, 2 to 3 is a lot. The only reason this is my second one is because I just want to be energetic for
So-
this shit.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm
had a
so tired.
similar I had a similar experience to that kind of. I almost passed out one time after I drank a Bang energy drink. However, now I love them. I go to the 7-Eleven, and by the way, the fucking dude at the 7-Eleven right down the street from my house,
112.
136, and
Oh, that one. Yeah.
dude, that dude's a fucking weirdo.
haven't been
I don't know
there
if
in a
you've
minute.
ever interacted with this guy
Nope.
before.
No.
Dude, like fucking mind blowing. Like
Gas station attendants tend to be
no, no, no,
weird
no, no,
people.
no, 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 no. This is different. So like, dude,
They're all fucking
no,
He
no,
said
no,
this,
no,
is,
no, no, no.
this is the next level.
This is different. So this fucking dude, like every time I walk in there, he's just got like the best way I can explain it is like overly excited to see me. Just
not
like
a good sign. That's
like-
a red flag.
like
That's
this.
weird.
And he's like, "Hey."
Bro, you work at 7-Eleven. You should not
He
be
literally
excited.
goes, "Hey." And I'm like,
Please look at the camera.
and it's
do
not
that.
like he's like, dude, like, okay, hold on. Like,
He's got to get into character.
hi. Like, just like super
Dude,
excited.
I'm turning around and leaving.
No,
I don't like
bro,
that.
Bro,
Uh-uh.
I think he either does it on purpose because it's not like he's like, I don't think it's not like
He's like trolling you in real life.
I think, or he's just, I don't know. It's just fucking weird to me. Something's weird. So anyway, so I walk in there and he's just like, hey, hi. It's just like, I don't know how to
Hi.
explain it. No, it sounds like I'm being an asshole because I'm just like, he's just being nice.
I
But,
saw
like,
you were on
if
pump
you,
six.
if you, dude, like, dude,
How can we help you today?
he's just it's weird. It's so weird. If you ever go into that gas station, look, he usually got a hat on with a like a bandana.
You ever see
underneath
that guy at the Conoco on 120th in Washington who has the ball sack on his face? I'm pretty sure it's a tumor.
Like a Balchinian from
No.
Men in Black.
Yeah, but I think it's a tumor.
Oh.
I think he's dying.
Oh man. Poor guy.
Dude.
Last days at 7-Eleven, man, that's not a good way to go.
Oh man.
It's funny you say
Haven't-
that you thought that guy was trolling you though.
I
'Cause
think
my friend works at a gas station. He's actually like the manager now at an Alta one. But he would call me when he was at work, working the register, and then like put me on where I could hear the customer. And it was fucking hilarious. Like he would screw with these people, like just being like "Happy Thanksgiving" on like the wrong day completely, and they're like, "What?" And he's like, "April Fools," and it's not April 1st. And then they're just like, "What?" And you can hear like he just messed with people all the time. So that could be
I just okay.
What's
like,
going on with
I feel
you?
like what he think. I don't know if he thinks that I'm high, and he's like trying to be like weird about it. I don't know. I
Man.
can't tell.
Man.
I don't know. I don't know what this guy's angle is. Like,
Why are you
he's
so
just
nice?
Too fucking nice, dude. Like I love
What
nice-
you need to do is not even match his level of enthusiasm and like niceness.
I don't.
surpass it.
Exactly. Go a step ahead.
I don't even acknowledge it. I just go, thanks, man.
If he
Yeah.
says to you, "You're back. You want some Marlboro Special Select shorts? Because that's your cigarette."
Yeah.
And he like knows your shit.
He literally says, "Welcome back." He's just
no,
like
he doesn't.
the way
Oh,
that he says it is just like, "Welcome back," and he has
Beat
a
him,
big old
dude.
smile on his face, and I'm like, it's just weird to me.
Dude,
It's
Dude, beat
just
him.
you
weird to me.
outmatch
Yeah.
his weirdness.
Thanks for that healthy
Chris,
welcome. I feel
how
right
many-
at home.
How
Just
many times?
walking
How many
down the
times have I
halls.
told you? If somebody's weird at you, it's a fucking power move, dude.
It
You
is a
got-
power move.
It's a power move.
is
If
a
they try
power
to be
move.
weird at you, it's a power move.
It is.
And I know that
because
it
they're
is
already
because I
so
do that.
comfortable with you. Like you know what I
Exactly.
mean? They're so full
Exactly.
of confidence.
I
they're gonna
know
fuck
that
with
they're
you.
trying to big dick you because that's what
But it's
I do
hard
to
to
big
tell.
dick people.
It's hard to
I'm
tell.
weird at them.
It's hard to tell because I'm like, I don't know if he's just weird
Nope.
or
Big
if,
dicking
or
you.
if he's doing it on purpose.
He's big dicking you all day,
I
and
don't
you're
know.
letting him. You're taking the dick.
I don't care. I'm just
He's
there to buy
punking you.
cigarettes.
Dude,
You
he's
know.
penetrating your vagina. Was that too far?
Penny.
I put a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass.
Oh shit.
I love
he-
this goddamn fucking
Bro, he-
button.
That man is big dicking you.
He needs some milk.
He wants to give you some milk. He's gonna give you some milk.
I
if
think
you let him.
next time you go in there, you either outmatch his energy
I just have to surpass him.
or you don't say a word.
just
But
surpass him.
but maintain hard eye contact.
Yep.
Don't say shit.
Even when
but-
you're in the aisles.
So
picking
just like
things
be
out.
weird about it.
like
Like
today
be
when I was at
overt,
Walmart.
be like
Yeah.
overtly weird about
Yeah.
it.
Today when I was at Walmart with my daughter, we walked past a dude who looked like he was definitely a creeper. He looked not good, and he stared me down as we walked past each other. We like locked in, and he was waiting for me to look away and be no.
Yeah,
no.
are you that type of person
No.
where like you're in Walmart and someone's looking at you and you look at them and you guys are making eye contact? Do you go whoops or do you go like
Oh, I'm keeping. it.
you're keeping it and you're
I'm
like
holding
bet?
Like what? You're gonna look away before I do.
I'm definitely
Oh, I
like
do
that.
that. I
Guarantee
do
you.
that all the time. When I'm looking at somebody and they look at me and they're like staring at me, I will stare straight back until they either
I know you want to say some
until
shit,
they
so
either
do it.
until they either say something or they look away.
See, I do it not because I'm like bet. I mean, also that, but I just do it for like I'm being like I'm weirding you out.
Right.
I think it's funny.
Right.
You know, I get
Right.
like I feel the humor
well,
in it
I'm
because
not
like
gonna. I'm not
it's
gonna
so
be,
awkward. Two people
I'm
in a
not
store.
gonna be weirded out. I'm not gonna be the one that's weirded out because of you. I'm gonna weird you out.
Exactly.
Like,
It's
No.
more like that.
I cannot be weirded out.
I can't
because
either.
my level is so high. Most people,
I've known you for too long to
Low,
not
low,
be
low,
weirded
low.
out. No.
I'm unfuckwithable in the weird department.
No,
Like,
for real.
You can
Like-
try, but I will win
Yeah.
every time.
yeah.
99% of the
Every time,
time,
yeah.
I'm gonna make you feel uncomfortable way before you can do it to me.
Way before.
I'll be so weird.
It's fun. So
Yeah.
one of my friends, Luke, your mom, his family goes to her office.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Huh.
Luke is a weird motherfucker. Like, he wears slippers and cargo sweatpants out in public on the reg. I haven't seen this kid in 10 years, though, so he might not. Probably does. Anyway, he would pretend to be my special needs older brother, and we would go to Flatirons, and I'd like be his handler almost. Am I?
Do I need to get closer?
No,
No, not that close.
Is that better?
No, not that close. I was just saying, you're kind of over here a little
I'm chilling, Chris.
bit.
I'm relaxing, having a good time. Okay.
This ain't Warner Brothers.
What brother?
Yeah, bro. We're in the basement.
We're in the
under
we're
a house.
Under the house.
Yeah, man. But anyway, we would do this on multiple occasions. We'd go to the mall. One time we went to like a sports store to get him an Avalanche jersey, and he threw like a whole fake fit, like a retarded kid fit in the store because they didn't have a Craig Anderson jersey.
How'd that pan over?
It was incredible.
It was incredible.
He's really
Oscar.
good at it. He's so good at that. He does not break character, and I don't either. If you see me fuck with people in public, I'm straight.
Oh, dude,
faced,
when we used to work at the grocery store,
yeah,
holy
that's
shit.
my whole day. Is
We
fucking
used to
with
fuck
people.
with dude.
I worked in food. I know how to.
I used,
Oh,
I used to do this thing where I would like follow, like I would find one, like I'd be standing in line, or not standing in line, but like waiting for people to check out, and there's like this person that walks like by me, so I would just like go and like immediately like follow right behind them until they looked right behind them, and then I would just turn around and walk away. Just weird shit. Like
I do that now when I go to the
was just-
store.
or like we used to stand there and have
Dude,
1
yeah.
foot competitions. How long you could stand
Oh,
on
yeah.
one leg. It's
I
just
would
weird
fucking-
shit.
I'd be like providing.
or
Sorry, I'd be providing exemplary customer service on
Oh,
one
can
foot.
we talk about how
On one
can we
foot.
talk about how shitty customer service is?
It's not shitty. It's fun.
It
It's
sucks.
so easy.
It sucks.
No,
Customer
it's so
service
easy,
sucks.
and I get
It's
so pissed
easy.
when I go somewhere and I
It's-
don't get
it's-
good customer service. I'm like when I go to Subway by my house,
No,
I
okay.
made sandwiches for Firehouse for like a year and a half. They
Firehouse
suck.
is trash.
Listen,
It's not that bad,
listen.
but Subway ruins my sandwich every time, and I'm like, it's so easy.
What I'm saying
Exactly.
I'm
It's
pretty
so
sure
easy.
everybody
that's not
at
customer
Subway
service.
smokes
That's not customer
They have to
service.
to
That's
fuck
not
up that bad.
That's not customer service. That's food.
It's all
Anything-
No,
Chris.
no,
Chris, if you're
no,
buying
no.
a sandwich, you're a customer.
No, but
Anything
They're
with
making
customers?
the sandwich.
No, no,
They're
no, no, no.
servicing
No,
it.
no,
Anything
no,
with
no.
customers
What
is
I mean-
customer service.
What I mean is that customer service is a lot of it is empathy. That's all it really is.
No,
No, so hear me out.
no, I won't hear you out.
It's when you're good at customer service, it takes a toll on you.
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
No,
it does.
I go into a character.
Yes, it does.
I don't even be
He's
myself.
right. What did I tell you like 10 years ago? It's a mask you put on. At
Of
work.
course,
It's not
everything-
A, it's
I-
character.
okay,
I literally
it's
have
not
fun
empathy.
with
It's
it
all
because you get to be a character.
Working is all a mask, right? But at the
Customer
same
service is
customer
a mask,
service
not working.
well, not working, but customer service is a mask. But at the same time, it does. If you go over the top for someone and they're a shithead
That's
to you,
when I go extra saucy with the customer service,
Oh,
dude. I
you
get,
crank it up.
dude.
I don't know.
I
I
get
just it,
so
What are they
like,
gonna do?
annoying nice. Like I'm so nice. You want to punch me in my fucking
see,
Yeah,
but doesn't
I have
that
the
doesn't
same
that
approach.
stress
So
doesn't
nice.
that like stress you out to
No,
have
it's
to be
fun.
that nice? Like,
I don't have to do anything. I
Yeah.
choose to do that because
No.
it makes it
Them
makes
so
me
mad.
Not-
feel better that I know they're so unhappy
They're
in their life
boiling.
that they have to just take it out on me, a guy at the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
No,
and
I get
and I
that.
just hit them with extra niceness. It makes them feel like fucking losers, and
Yeah.
it makes me laugh.
I
So
just-
it's not
I-
something I have to do. It's something that I take pleasure
Well,
in.
customer service is like you have to be empathetic and like you have to like understand where that person's coming from to
They have to
a
understand where I'm
certain
coming from.
to a certain level. Now you can't like sit there and kiss their ass, but you do have to like
Suck their dicks.
a little
What?
bit, a little bit,
I would
a little
no.
bit.
No, you
No,
don't.
A
I'm
little
running
bit.
it. I'm running it. Like
No.
when I worked at the sub shop, people would come up and be like, "Hey, this is da da da," or like complain about something.
Nah.
I would kill them with kindness to where they would they'd just leave because I'm not gonna raise my voice. I'm not gonna get angry.
No, I don't either.
I'm just gonna be so
I don't
nice to
either.
you that you're like, why am I arguing with a kid at a firehouse?
Well, you know what? Most of the people that will argue with a kid at Firehouse, they're not like smart people. They're not
Exactly.
intelligent. And if you are well spoken in any
Oh,
way,
you just run over 'em.
dude. You
It's
run
so easy.
over them, and they are so taken aback because they have no words to combat what you're saying. You fucking win immediately, and they retreat. No
But I think there's a difference because you're kind of probably thinking about your job.
Yeah.
That would be like if, like for me at Firehouse, that'd be like if all I did was people just came to me with food that was already made, and they're like, "This is wrong." this is wrong, because that's like your job, right? You're answering calls about people that need help or like they're
That
complaining.
already
or-
had like a shitty transaction.
right.
No, it's-
You're not
it's
getting that.
basically like they call me and they ask me where the fuck is my money,
Right.
and
See,
I have to. You know how I have to answer the. You know how I have to answer the fucking
It's
phones
not
now?
your money.
You know how I have to answer the phones? I have to say, "How can I make your day better?"
Oh, they really make you do that.
They make me say that.
And
ugh,
they're recording your ass and listening
They're
in
recording
sometimes,
it.
huh?
that's like Chick-fil-A.
So,
pleasure.
so I've
know
got
what?
I've gotten multiple.
Hearing
I've gotten
hearing a
multiple
Chick-fil-A
times.
employee say "my pleasure" gives me a little bit of a
I got.
chub. I'm
I've
not gonna
gotten.
lie.
I've
Pretty
gotten.
stoked about that.
I've gotten
say you
multiple
said chicken?
times. I've gotten multiple times. Yeah, I know how you can make my fucking day better.
Ooh.
And I'm like, like
See,
right
right
out the
there.
bat,
I'll
I'm
fucking-
like, I know.
if
it's
I
gonna
could
be a
choke you through
fucking-
the phone, I totally would.
dude,
I hate you.
dude, literally, I've had people fucking put like death threats and shit. Like,
I had a guy at King Supers that he, the grocery store. He tried to buy cigarettes without an ID, and I just told him no, I wouldn't. And he was like, "Man, what time you get off? I'm gonna come back and peel caps in your direction." I was like, "What?" Like, bro, go get some cigarettes somewhere else, bro. Like,
We
why are you?
tried 7-Eleven.
Yeah, dude, you're at a grocery store, dude. Like, just
yeah,
you know the law.
yeah.
You know the law.
I definitely hate when people get mad about
Dude,
things like that. Like,
When I was,
it's obvious common sense. You should have your ID with you.
Yeah.
And like things like that. And you're like, why are you mad?
Yeah, why?
You
You're the
kn-
idiot.
You know how this
You're
works.
dumb.
That's like if a cop pulled you over and he's like, "Where's your license?" Like, I don't have it. And you're like,
I
and you
did
get
that
mad
the
at
other
them.
I drove somewhere the other day. It was like a 45-minute drive, and I was halfway done, and I realized I did not have my wallet or my ID.
Yeah. I feel naked if I forget my wallet.
speaking of jobs, when I first was going through training for my job, there was this guy that was in our training group. Yeah, I call him Serial Killer Eric. Dude. He literally, like, we were in class, and I guess he had, like, a disorder or something. He was just a weird fucking dude.
Well,
And he
if
was-
he earned the name Serial Killer
I
Eric,
call him. I
that's a
call.
hell of a
so,
weird
okay,
disorder.
so hear me out. Okay, so he's like googling like schizophrenic stuff
What?
at work. In a guy who was going through the class was a manager.
That's a great sign, dude. Your new hire's like,
There was
am I schizophrenic?
dude.
That'd be like,
Seriously,
do I have COVID? like looking
dude,
that up in front of you.
seriously.
Like, what?
Seriously. So, anyways, so we're sitting there and this girl asked a question about we just kind of got off topic. We started talking, and she said something about mental health or something. And this dude raised his hand at work in training, and it was like said that he has homicidal thoughts about like hurting his loved ones and family. Like consistent homicidal thoughts.
Bro, I'm calling the cops.
And
He's
as
like,
soon-
put
and
this
it-
guy
and
in
no,
sales.
and you know, my wife,
Dude, everybody in the class is like,
dude.
oh,
So
shit,
if
dude.
so for anybody that doesn't, my wife was my trainer at work, at where I work. So
How does HR feel about that?
they don't necessarily know. They don't gotta know. It's fine. Anyways,
It's irrelevant.
so anyways, so he asked that question, and the look on Danielle's face was just like, like, dude, like, we all were silent, and we're just like, what?
Does anybody have the
What the
non-emergency phone number to the local
Dude,
police department?
It was
Holy
it was
fuck.
and then he wanted to schedule. He scheduled a one-on-one.
Nope.
One-on-one.
Nope. I'm not doing anything one-on-one with this fucking guy.
No, let's go through a metal detector.
He scheduled a one-on-one with Danielle to like just tell her.
No.
He was telling her that he was like, he's like, I'm sorry, I haven't had my meds,
Oh,
and Danielle's like, oh shit,
dude.
I don't know what to do, dude. Like she was like 22 at the time.
So, he still work there? Or?
No. he had
How
to get-
long has he been in
he had
prison?
he had to get police escorted
Oh, God, dude.
off of the premises.
You know what? It might be good that all y'all went remote because he was probably going to kill all of them.
dude? Like I call
Jesus
him I call him
Christ.
Serial Killer Eric for a reason. Like
Well, you don't just give that name to people.
Yeah, that's a
Like,
serious
they got to
name.
earn that.
That's a
They gotta
serious
earn
name.
that.
Dude,
and I'm thinking, okay, if you have homicidal thoughts about your loved
and you're
ones,
willing to speak about it
and you're
at training, at work, like it's your first couple days there, and
No
you're like,
filter.
in front of strangers,
right.
You're like, you know what? My mom is a fucking cunt. I
Yeah.
cannot wait to kill her, dude. That's crazy, dude. That's a serial killer.
That's
in the
a serial
making.
killer.
It's just
in the
like I already
making.
know how I would take each and every one of your lives.
And you're right. And I'm
Oh
just
my
thinking, and I'm
God.
sitting. No, what was weirder is that he's like Googling weird shit,
Yeah, bro.
and the guy that was sitting next to him was a manager at the time,
And he's just like,
and he's literally just like. So he was telling Danielle, like, hey, I think
This guy Googled how to make chloroform.
right.
To make sure he
Right.
doesn't get within 5
Right.
feet of you.
how to bring weapons through a metal detector.
Ballistic
He was googling things about schizophrenia, and just like
Good for him.
That's a red flag.
But you
Yeah.
know what? At least he's trying to like
He's trying to
be
better
introspective.
himself.
You know,
You
he's
know?
looking within.
has homicidal thoughts about killing his fucking loved
You
ones,
don't, Chris? Come on,
dude.
dude.
Dude, like, I don't think like
Only
he's-
healthy people do.
You know what kind of thoughts I do have though? Sometimes if I'm in public and I'm walking past somebody, I'll be like, you know, what would happen if I just punched this motherfucker right in his fucking nose? What would happen?
I mean, what?
You don't
would
have those thoughts?
No.
Not necessarily. Mine is more like, what if I just fucked with this person and like, tripped him and he fell into that ball pit? That'd be awesome.
No, like what if you just shocked him with right in his nose?
No, I don't have like ill intent on random people.
It depends.
Unless they
That's not
piss
like
me
not-
off.
ill
not ill
intent.
intent, but you're
Well, I
just-
guess punching somebody in the nose.
You're
is like,
just,
it's
no,
not
but
really
no, but
friendly,
you're kind of just like, I wonder what would happen
Yeah.
if I were just like, bam, and just knock someone out,
Yeah.
just point blank, just knock someone out. See, you also, but then you start thinking of the repercussions.
Well, yeah.
And then
Obviously.
you're sitting there just like, well, I'm just thinking about it. I would never do that.
That's the difference between people like me and people like serial killers.
Us.
like Eric.
Yes.
He's not thinking about the
serial
repercussions.
killer. Eric
He's
would
like-
not fucking
He's like, how do you spell? He's asking his neighbor, how do you spell schizophrenia? I'm trying to figure out if I've got it.
dude.
How do you spell cyanide? Is that Y or
Ridiculous.
I?
So why?
Just fucking crazy. Like, fucking crazy.
You know, grocery store stuff. You and I have worked with some weird motherfuckers.
Entry level jobs attract two kinds of people:
Oh yeah,
kids and young people
and just
trying to get
degenerates.
by while they're doing school or something,
Yeah.
and then 30, 40, 50-year-olds that can't work anywhere else.
Yeah.
And it's terrifying
Yeah.
sometimes.
Oh yeah. It's really fun and entertaining. Hey, why don't you get off your fucking phone and be a professional?
Quit TikToking.
You're on
I
video.
was- I was looking at fucking things that I was writing down. So I write things down during the week that I kind of find interesting.
Bro, I got.
Gesundheit.
I'm ready to go
No,
right here with.
So I write things down during the week that I think are sort of interesting.
What's my goddamn pin number? There it is.
Um,
I got interesting stuff. Clashes in Montenegro ahead of Orthodox ceremony. Let's
I
talk
don't know
about
what you
that.
just said.
Again?
I don't know what that is either.
Did you know though that like you're more likely to get struck by lightning than you are to die in an airplane crash?
Yes.
Do you know that I
Really?
just made that fact up?
Yes.
You think you're cool?
I just made that up. But I wonder, Google, how likely you are to get struck by lightning.
Okay.
I think there's more people that have been in a plane crash than people
I'm
that have been struck
fuck-
by lightning.
I'm fucking terrified of getting struck by lightning.
Really?
I'm fucking terrified. Of
I know
getting
God
that-
damn it! I am so illiterate.
I know the odds are in my favor, so I don't worry about it too much.
Just Google what are the odds of getting struck by lightning?
Is it like the lottery? Because the lottery odds are
Well,
messed
we have
up.
to Google that next.
Powerball is
And-
messed up.
1 in 15,300. Odds of dying in a
1,300.
plane crash.
That's not a whole lot. 1 in 15,000?
Yeah.
15,000 is not a whole. That's like a fucking state.
That's a tiny. No,
That's like a
that's
tiny state.
tiny town.
Or a
It's a
tiny
town, dude.
Yeah.
Not state. I meant town.
Plane crash is 1 in 11 million.
Okay, that's less likely. That's way less likely. My fact is totally not
So
right.
you are more likely to get struck by lightning
You are
By
definitely.
a lot.
by a marginal amount.
That's
What
about
fucking
the lottery?
crazy.
It says
1 in
verbatim,
15,000.
What it says is compared to the Mega Millions, 302, 500, that whatever, to 1 winning odds, getting struck by lightning seems a near certainty. According to the National Weather Service, a person has a 1 in 15,300 chance of getting struck by lightning in their lifetime.
Holy shit.
That's not a lot.
Lifetime is defined as an 80-year span. So within 80 years, 1 in 15,000.
How close have you been to a lightning strike,
Real
like hitting the
close.
ground?
Real close. I
See?
saw one hit a tree probably 50 feet.
I heard.
I've
one,
seen it hit the ground
heard
from
one.
like.
I've
you
heard
know.
one, and I felt one. I never saw
Dude,
one.
Really, it's horrifying.
it
How much
shakes
power is in that
Dude,
shit?
that shit shakes.
Oh my gosh.
You feel it in your fucking core.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
God.
it's like when you fall on a roller coaster. The sound when it happens right there in front of you, it's like it takes your like breath away. You're like, you want to do something, but it happens so
right.
fast. You
Like,
know,
what do you do?
Yeah.
There's nothing you do. You
gonna
just,
run
you
from
just
it?
fucking fry.
you gonna dodge it?
Fry.
Death by lightning.
That's more like interrogation. Like, where were you on the Friday of the 13th?
Friday 13th.
Or okay, Friday the 15th.
Copy me.
What else we got on here?
That's so I can
That's
hear it.
so loud and
It's
As the
obnoxious.
video can see, I don't have headphones. I can hear.
All right,
it.
I got
loud.
I got some good statistics for odds of dying from the NSC.org. Heart
Great.
disease 1 in 6, cancer 1 in 7, preventable causes of death 1 in 24, chronic lower respiratory disease 1 in 27, suicide 1 in 88.
God, what are you trying? What the fuck?
Opioid.
What are you googling right now? Just top.
No, I just googled best chance of
I don't-
dying. Motorcyclist 1 in 899. Drowning is only 1 in 1100.
I feel like Eric would recite this during your training.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Best ways to die.
Oh yeah. Best way.
Going through it.
Best ways to die.
Most likely ways to
Yeah.
die. Just reading them off.
Dude, you have a this is a weird one. 1 in 59,507 chance of being killed by a hornet, wasp, or bee sting.
Wait, what chance? How much chance?
1 in 59,507.
Not a whole lot.
Yeah, that's
Again,
a
a
lot.
town.
That's a lot. That's way more
No.
than struck by lightning.
Dude, choking.
That's more than struck by lightning.
Your odds.
You have
of,
more. You have more of a chance
your
of being
odds
struck
of-
by lightning than dying of a fucking
Dude,
bee
lightning.
sting.
Lightning is the third most unlikely, and this is actually a different figure. This is 1 in 138,849,000.
Okay.
But it
That's
also
better.
says
See, but then
choking
there's-
on food is a 1 in 2,500 chance.
Yeah.
Bicyclist 1 in 3,800.
I should stop
Accidental
riding
gun
bikes.
discharge 1 in 8,500.
Wow,
That's sad.
it is sad. That's
So
right.
It's just
preventable.
people being like
It's just
irresponsible.
idiots, yeah. It's just idiots.
Well, not always. Sometimes it's an accident.
Yeah, because they're idiots.
Very rarely. And if you're doing what you're supposed to do, an accident's not likely.
It's routine. You just have to be like uniform in the way you handle firearms.
Yeah, people treat guns like it's a, let's go out and just pull a trigger and bang bang. Like you have to be careful. Like the way you do things is like I'm I was taught to shoot by my stepdad, who's like really about gun safety, and like he'll like yell at you if you don't do something right. Like,
Mhm.
what the fuck are you doing? Like it's serious. You can take someone's life in an instant with that thing, And people are just so lax with it.
It's almost. You know what I've noticed? Because I drive for a living. A lot of people forget that just driving a car, like it's not just a car. That's like 6,000 pounds of metal and fucking plastic, depending on what car you're driving. Of course.
Oh yeah. What are the car accidents like
Yeah.
numbers
Yeah.
here?
Let's check
Speaking
that
of
out.
cars, you ever just see somebody fucking acting real hard at a stoplight? And I'm like,
Yes.
No,
yeah,
I
like,
don't because it's normally me.
Everybody's hard till there's a fucking speed bump. You know what I mean? Till there's
Yeah.
a speed bump, and then everyone's like fucking gets all slow, and then they can't fucking go over the speed bump because their fucking car's
Dude,
all
chance of
fucking
Lowered
Dude, not
Hondas.
not even chance of being in a car accident, but chance of dying in a car accident. 1 in 107.
Jesus
See what I mean?
Christ.
It's serious. Like you said, you're driving a 4,000 pound like hunk of metal
Yeah.
at 80
It's a
miles
missile,
an
bro.
hour.
It's a fucking missile.
Yeah. That momentum does
1
not
in
stop easily.
107. Like that's we're all gonna die in a car accident. I might die on my way home.
Make sure you're going fast enough you don't feel
Bye.
anything.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya, maybe.
Yeah, baby.
That's terrifying, though.
That is terrifying.
It says those are slightly better odds than the odds of dying in a fall, which is 1 in 106.
Wow.
However, if you are a motorcycle or pedestrian, your odds of dying in traffic collisions are significantly lower.
Yeah.
Less people ride motorcycles.
That's weird that it says, however, if you are a motorcycle
If you are a motorcycle.
or a pedestrian.
Not a motorcyclist.
Yeah.
If you're a Yamaha.
If you are.
No, I just
You're
can't
done.
read.
Are you a
I can't
Yamaha or
read. It
a
says
Honda?
cyclist.
does say cyclist.
Yeah, I just can't read good.
That's funny.
A motorcycle. If you are a motorcycle.
If you
If you or
Would
anybody that you know has ever been a motorcycle,
Call the number at the bottom of your screen.
call the number.
would you rather burn to death or drown?
Burn.
Yeah.
Yeah, after the first few seconds of actually being on fire.
Yeah, your brain
nerve
See, but you
Nerve
could say the
endings-
same
nerve
thing.
endings
You could
burn.
say you could easily make the same argument about drowning, in that you just take in a couple breaths, you're done.
Did you say drowned-ing?
Drowning,
Drown.
drowning,
It just sounded like you put an extra D in there.
drowning,
Yeah. I'll
Some
kill
people
you.
do that.
I know. That's why I asked. 'cause
Drowning.
It's so frustrating for me.
drowning, not drowning.
I drowned.
Maybe I did say drowning.
Dude, I drowned.
I
in my
drowned.
past lives.
Either way,
Drowned in the creek.
you could say the same thing about drowning that you could about being lit on fire. Like, excuse me, if you drowned, right? Like, it's only a couple breaths in, and then
But
you're
here's the
done.
thing: drowning is never.
Did you just say drowning?
Yes.
God damn it.
It's never accompanied by a feeling of like anything other than pure horror. Because before it happens, you probably know it's gonna happen. Like with the fire, like it's probably out of nowhere. I don't think you'd just be like waiting for a fire.
No,
Do you-
you'd be
do you know
on
that,
fire. You'd be on fire, knowing you're
do you-
being
you know
lit
you-
on fire.
But you wouldn't feel it
Mm.
after a few seconds, and
You know
just
that
die
you
You
from
wouldn't
your
feel
lungs melting.
drowning either.
Did you hear the story of that UFC guy, BJ
Drowning's
Penn,
not gonna hurt you.
from a couple
It
weeks
would.
ago?
Mentally. No.
Did you hear about
Mentally.
that? He was at an indoor wave pool to like surf. He was like surfing, and they like the wave things. There's like a big opening under the pool in the water,
Mhm.
and it sucks water in and then pushes it out to make the waves. It didn't have grates or anything on it, and it sucked him in to the room, and he's like being fucking thrown around by this water, and then it evacuates all the water, and he's like, ooh, I can take a breath now, and then it fills up the room with water again, and he was trapped in there for like a whole minute.
Jesus.
And then they shut it all down. They like turned off the shit when they realized he was in there. But yeah,
That's horrifying.
that's hell. That's hell, right?
Like I listen to or I watch a YouTube channel where he talks about like crazy ways that people have kind
I
of
just
died.
got big fuzzies.
It's the water.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah. But yeah,
Under the house.
he talks about how people die in like these crazy ways. And all the scariest ones for me, because it's like claustrophobic and also drowning, is like cave diving people. And they go down like 180 feet into underwater caves.
Spelunking.
Sort of, but it's scuba diving.
Yeah.
And it's like shoulder width caves that you have to squeeze through. And the stories that this guy tells, it's horrifying. So I guess that's probably why I favor towards drowning as being worse.
You did it.
I did. I added the D.
Drowning.
Drowning.
What about
Drowning.
Drowning. Coughing to death? That's pretty bad.
sort of? That's actually kind of where I was going. Choking on food, or being strangled by like a dude.
I'd rather die a warrior's death. Whenever I almost choke on food, I'm like, if I die like this, I'm gonna be fucking
I
pissed.
legit thought that I was gonna die once. I was eating spaghetti. It was late at night. It was probably like 1 a.m. I'm eating spaghetti and I'm playing video games. I'm chilling, and I start choking on my food, which is normal for me. Honestly, I don't chew very well. Like I kind of just hurry to swallow it. Anyway, I'm choking, and because it's normal, I just like try to slam some beer and force it down, and that beer just came right back out my mouth. And I was like, oh shit, like I'm legit choking.
This is a situation.
This is a situation. So I ran upstairs. My wife is asleep in bed. And at that point in the night, my son had made his way into my bed also. So I wake her up and I'm like trying to signal that I'm choking. I'm going like, I'm pointing to my throat and I'm like, like I'm dying. And I point to my back like fucking Heimlich me, bitch.
Yeah.
And I turned around, and she just starts rubbing my back like this. And my son is awake now, and he's watching, and I'm like, I'm gonna die from spaghetti.
That's what I mean.
And she has no idea what's even happening because I just woke her up. She's been awake for 7 seconds. And at this point, it had been like a full minute since I had taken a breath. Like, I was about to pass out.
Wow.
And she's just rubbing my back nice and gentle. And I'm like, help me. But I can't say it because I'm fucking dying. So I just took matters in my own hands and I punched myself in the sternum like 2 or 3 times. And it like made me like kind of throw up almost. And I just like spit spaghetti and beer all over the carpet. And then
Yeah, you were good.
I went downstairs. I finished that bowl of spaghetti. And
He said, I stared death in the face. I've almost choked a few times on like it's always like really like
It's either-
gristly meat.
oh, really?
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
It's normally for me spaghetti, like noodles or rice is what I
oh,
choose.
really?
Oh, yeah.
That's easy.
Because
It's-
that's
it's
because
like
I just shovel that
gristly
shit.
meat or like chicken skin, like I was saying kind of earlier.
I'm a careful eater.
Because it like, it spreads
I am.
out,
Good
you
for you.
know? And like the few times I've
I
almost
get so
choked,
excited that I just like shovel food.
I'm a
the
careful
few times
eater.
I've almost choked, I usually can just kind of like gag and like get it out. That's like, because that's when you know it's bad. When you can't just like push it down
Yeah.
and you're like, you're trying to swallow, but you can't. You know what I mean? That's the
Oh,
worst
God.
feeling. So I can usually just like get myself to get it out. Like that's, I've been lucky, I guess. I haven't had it so bad where I'm like, I need the Heimlich or something. But
That was probably the only time when I really like, I feared for my life. Like legitimately thought I was gonna die
I
in
feared,
front of my child.
see, and it's happened to me when I'm the only person home.
I
so
feared
I'm like,
for my life.
There's actually
twice.
a good way to Heimlich yourself using the back of a chair. They say
I
if you're
heard-
choking by yourself, put that back of the chair under your rib cage and just like.
I heard that you
set
just
yourself on
like fall flat on your back. Like
That makes
just
sense, too.
stand there and just fall flat on your back, and it'll just like when you hit the ground,
Dislodge.
just
I mean,
you
that
know.
kind of makes sense. Like that.
Yeah, it's like getting the wind knocked out of you. Just but
Yeah,
then you
that
can't
might
breathe.
make it worse. That might make it
you can't
way
breathe for
worse.
even longer.
Ooh,
I was
that,
gonna say-
that's like that is one of the worst ways to die.
the
That
the
has to
only
be.
time I thought I was gonna die, I was climbing a mountain, and I fucking like not like climbing like with like gear or like ropes or anything like that. Like legit, just like pulled off on the side of the
You're an
road.
idiot.
Listen, I'm just following the leader at
Escúchame.
this point in my life, right? I'm just my friends are going fucking
See, that's a problem.
yeah okay.
That's a
But-
problem right there.
So, anyways, I was climbing up the side of this mountain, and fucking literally almost died. I was on the side of this, like, it's hard to explain, man. So we're like on the side of this mountain, and it's like you're hugging the wall, and the wall turns into this, like it goes up and then it goes like that, and so I have to turn around, climb straight up, and onto this
It's a good thing we have video now.
and onto this
Ledge.
this ledge, and I'm like on the fucking ledge, and I'm trying to crawl my way up, and it's like pretty fucking steep, and I'm wearing Vans and shit,
Nice.
and like literally sliding down the motherfucker. And if I were to slid off, like it's literally like here's the mountain edge, here's the little walkway, which is like literally this thin. Here's the walkway, and then here's the
It's about
wall,
a foot and a
then
half
the
wide.
thing. So if I would have slid off this thing, I'm just gonna fall down a fucking mountain. Like
My little brother almost fell down a mountain. He had to like get saved by people who do it.
who was it? Chris Elkins. Chris Elkins fell down a mountain.
Jeez.
He
How
did the
far did he go?
he what was flat the Flatirons, not Flatirons, but I think it's Flatirons. Does Flatirons have like fucking mountains?
Those are
Flatirons
that's
are
a mountain
mountains.
range.
Is that a mountain range?
It's
he
when you
fell,
at
he fell,
Boulder?
he fell down flat
In
the
Boulder? I said
Flatirons.
at Boulder. In Boulder.
He fell down that shit. And
That's
he,
just all rock, dude.
and
He's
literally-
dead.
And he literally he caught himself on this little ledge. He was sliding down, caught himself on a ledge, and basically was like, I don't know what to do now. So he just stood there.
Like on Ace Ventura 2
And he
with that
waited.
little
He
raccoon.
waited until like this Norwegian people came walking around, and they were like, "Oh shit, do you need help?" He's like, "Yeah, Like, I need fucking help.
Nope.
Like,
I live here.
No, I'm good.
So they threw him a rope and they got him out. But like, can you imagine just like you're like stuck on the side of a
Well, that
fucking
kind of
mountain?
happened. That almost happened to my little brother. Well, it kind of did. My stepdad Kurt brought Jake and his little friend when he was probably 7 or 8, a little younger than Judah, and they were playing around because they didn't really care about race cars. And he slid down the side of a fucking steep ass mountain and was holding on to just a stick out of the ground and was stuck there on like a steep ass mountain. He would have died if he would have let go because underneath was just rocks. And then they had to like have a whole ass rescue mission like with professionals and shit.
Oh man, tax
Climb
dollars.
gear. Yeah. We paid for my little brother's life. For sure.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah.
I free soloed like a 65-foot like granite face,
That's a big no from me, dog.
and
I don't even like climbing an 8-foot ladder.
like I was good.
I hate heights.
Dude, that's not
I
for me.
fucking
Well,
hate
see, I'm
heights.
good with them to a certain point, but like, here's what happened. So I was at like probably the 50 mark, as far as like height, and it's like this, but there's holds for your feet and hands. It's pretty like a lot of holds. So I was like, I can do this. No, we haven't climbed this before. It's not like a route. I was just like, I'm gonna climb that, and I tried it. And at 50 feet, I looked down for the first time, and I'm like, I'm really high off the ground. Like if I fall, I'm going to break a leg. Like that is a for sure, because it's like rock down below it too.
You just thought break a leg, not die?
I don't ever think like that. I try not to, especially in the moment, because it keeps your
Yeah,
nerves
Again,
fucking chill.
8-foot
Yeah.
ladder, I'm
You
pondering
can't be
death.
sitting there thinking
Well,
you're gonna
contemplating
think,
death.
So I don't know if you ever-
unless you're on the side of a fucking mountain like I was. And I was literally, I never finished that story by the way. I was climbing up and I barely fucking made it. And my arms almost gave out, and I fucking, dude, something lifted me up. I swear to God, dude, I'm not.
Maybe
making this
that
up.
was God.
Yeah.
Something literally
Probably
lifted.
not, it was Satan.
Something
Kill,
lifted me up and helped me fucking get up the mountain. And anyways, sorry, I never
That's
finished that story. But that's
The
what
grace
I
of
was saying.
Satan.
Yeah. No, yeah. So like at 50 feet, I look down, and all of a sudden, like the first time this ever happened to me, my palms start to sweat. And I don't know if you've ever felt like just raw granite, like in the ground, not like a kitchen counter, but it's pretty smooth. It's relatively smooth, not like a counter, but
Natural.
yeah. And so like when my hands start to clam up,
Yeah.
everything starts
Slick.
getting slippery, and I am like, I get to like 60 feet, and I'm like, I only have 5 feet left. But
Why you
that's,
keep going?
that's the scare. Well, because I can't climb down. It's not like easy to climb
yeah,
down.
because you're not hooked up to
Yeah,
to ropes
right.
and-
So at 60 feet, I only have like 5 feet more, but like those 5 feet were the scariest part, because it's just like, if I fall, like every hold you take, you're just like slow,
Have you
like
ever,
it was horrifying, but I
you ever-
made it.
You ever been to? I don't know if any other big cities have them, but I know for sure Chicago has them in the Sears Tower, like a glass box protruding from the top of the building. And
No.
you step out in like the floor is glass. You're in a glass box.
Have you
like-
seen the glass bridge in China?
Yeah.
That looks awesome.
Oh, it makes me want to throw up
See,
thinking about it.
when I stand
Makes
next
me
to a
wanna
cliff
vomit.
edge, I like have to stand on the end of it. I just have to. I don't know what it's like. I'm scared, but like I have to be like, fuck you, fear. Like stand here,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Oh God, it like I legitimately feel nauseous just thinking about it. It's not good for me.
Yeah, I don't have that
I
bad of
cannot do
height
that
stuff,
shit.
but like if I'm 200 feet above the ground and I look down, it is scary, because you're just like you know, there's no way you're gonna just like get up and be like, that sucked, and brush yourself off. You're
Right,
gonna die.
right.
You know.
That's what I don't like. That's what I don't like. Well, my grandparents used to live in New York City in Manhattan in a tall ass building, and one time I was visiting them, it was hella windy, and you could feel it swaying.
I had a dream like
Just
that.
standing on the ground and on the top floor, you could feel the building moving.
I had
And
a,
that is
like
not
a
good.
fever dream like that. I was standing on top of a building, like a really tall one, like downtown, and I was swaying, and I watched all the other buildings around me swaying, and it was like the worst feeling of like vertigo.
There's
like,
actually a building in China that was engineered with a giant brass sphere going underground, like kind of just like a pendulum hanging from the center of the building, and it acts as a counterbalance during high winds. So as the building moves, the counterbalance kind of like counteracts against it, and it keeps it stable. It's really brilliant, and you can go down in the basement and you can like view it from these behind
rafters.
railing around it. Yeah, it's really cool. I'd like to go there. It's in Hong Kong.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Interesting.
I have random facts.
Things.
Interesting.
I forgot what it's called though. I'm gonna look it up because I have this.
Hell yes.
Fucking laugh, man.
It's kind of horrifying.
It is kind of horrifying a little bit.
If I heard that in the middle of the night, I'd be pretty scared. That was like 20th Century Fox.
That was legitness.
Not yet. It
Have you
wasn't
seen?
legitness yet.
Have you seen the video of those fucking dudes that like climb skyscrapers?
Hell yes.
Yeah, it's like urban. It's like urban free climbing
Like
or
those Russian
something.
dudes.
Oh,
Have
they
you
like
seen
go to
those,
the
Chris?
top and
Free
like hang off
climbers?
of it.
What'd you say? No, I mean, I've seen them like maybe like, I don't know what I've seen.
I've seen
This is
Alex
the-
Honnold.
This is
climb
the
some.
one that I'm thinking of right here. Where? Hold on,
I can't-
makeup ad. Are you kidding me? Are you? Can you cut this?
What
out?
is this called? So
I
people
just
can look
googled. I googled Russian climbs Chinese tower. So they're just like scouting out the location. They do it at night, right now, and then during the daytime they go up the shit. This is like hella illegal. They're like breaking into this shit to do it.
Oh yeah, you can get arrested for this for sure.
Even watching this video makes me feel so sick to my stomach, dude. They go so high up. It's insane.
I mean, really, there's no difference between like, 500 feet and 1,000,000 feet. Like either way, you're gonna die.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
either way, you're still jumping off a building.
Yeah, like you're done. So I guess like after a certain point, you probably just don't care.
Well, these guys have parachutes, though, right?
Nope.
No. They have chalk for
They
their
climb
hands.
back down.
Yeah.
What?
Look at how.
This isn't. That ain't even at close to as high as they go.
That's so high, though. That reminds
Not
me of
even
Grand Theft
close.
Auto when you like drive a car off of it and you're falling forever.
Look at just
Oh my
walking on the
God.
fucking edge like it's nothing, dude. Like, fuck this guy.
Holy shit. Yeah, that's. I mean, it's cool to see though.
Yeah,
That'd
I
be
mean,
so
holy
Beautiful.
shit.
All right, now during the daytime, this is like I assume probably the next day or some shit. This building is under construction, so they have like cranes and scaffolding and shit, and they climb the scaffolding, and it's just so insanely fucking high.
No.
Dude. Nope.
Oh my god.
Nope. They climbed that.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez, man. I'd be shaking.
I would stop way below that.
Russian.
I wouldn't get here.
even there, like, okay, I'm good. For sure, I'm good.
Dude, Russians are
Oh
crazy.
man,
Look at
they're
this.
climbing this?
Yes. They're literally.
It's not even
Just-
a ladder or handholds. It's just
No.
like poles that
Yeah.
you can climb. Oh my god. Up the grate.
Yeah. Climbing a grate.
Like 1,000 feet off the ground. 2,000.
Way more than that. Look, and it protrudes off the side of the building also. So they're not even like aligned with the building. They're just like
Yeah,
above the
you're not gonna fall and hit building. No chance. You just die.
And they make it all the way to the fucking top, dude. And then just the rest is them just climbing up, basically.
I feel like climbing down is always scarier.
Yeah, and then that's exactly. Now they have to go down.
That'd be
They have
like
to back down the fucking grate.
if I could
Please,
just
if
go
you're
up
watching this
something-
podcast, please Google this video.
What is
YouTube
it? What
this
is it
shit.
called?
I just Googled Russian climbs Chinese towers.
And who? What is
First video?
Who is it by? It's called Shanghai Tower.
650 meters.
650 meters.
On the roofs.
On the
YouTube
roofs.
channel on the roofs.
Under the house. On the roofs. Look at that.
Alright, let me get to the fucking end so you can just see their final viewpoint, their perspective.
Holy shit!
So gnarly, dude.
You
No
guys can't
thanks.
see it, but it's it's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculously high.
I
that's
really
like 2 of the Empire State Buildings.
I hate those people that like walk the edge of like super tall buildings. Shut the fuck up. They walk the edge of buildings with like, and they jump like from one
Oh,
building
yeah,
to
yeah.
another. Like,
And they do like a backflip on the edge.
you think you're fucking cool, bro? You're gonna die, and you're gonna burden your family with your fucking untimely death.
Yeah, how'd Tommy
Because
die?
you're just trying to look cool on YouTube.
He
Like,
did a backflip on the edge of a building
Or
and died.
just like
They'd be
trying to
like,
get
yeah,
a photo or.
yeah, you're so cool, bro. You're hanging off of a
That's when
building.
people like that die,
kudos
people
to
are like,
those
well, yeah.
people that can do it though,
No.
right? I mean, like,
It's cool, I guess. Like you're pushing the bounds of humanity,
Yeah.
whatever. But
That's
like,
like the
that's
thing.
cool, but also dumb.
It's like, but you could interpret it into like extreme sports. Like, if Travis Pastrana never wanted to do a double backflip, you know what I mean?
Okay.
That's
You're
you could
right.
die.
And as like a huge racing fan, like those dudes risk their lives every time they get in a race car.
Yeah, and every time they try some new thing or something, you know, new equipment, new move, whatever.
For sure.
Like, people got to push the boundaries.
Cheers to pushing boundaries.
cheers to pushing boundaries.
Not like any of us.
Drinking milk.
Well, you probably do it. I don't. I sit on my couch and I laugh at you.
I definitely have done a lot of things on a bike that if you messed up, you would die.
Yeah, one of the last times we kicked it, you showed us some of your videos on YouTube.
Those are awesome. What's your YouTube
Yeah, can
channel?
we shout that out, please?
Currently, my YouTube channel is the Diebro Chronicles.
How do we
Diebro
spell that?
Chronicles.
Die Bro,
Like D-I-E
B-R-O, one word,
B-R-O
and then Chronicles.
Chronicles.
I typed like a
Diebro
fucking
Chronicles.
One finger.
Look, there's you, bro.
We have quite a few videos on there. I haven't uploaded in a while though. There was like winter, and then I started school and stuff, so just having a lot of time.
For
but-
anybody that doesn't know, you are so fucking good. At
You are quite good at riding
bikes.
well, thanks.
You ever
I
ride?
used to be.
You ride motorcycles?
I never did. So like growing up, I just didn't. You know, poor family, blah blah blah.
Sure.
So I never could afford a dirt bike. I was super into like Nitro Circus and like Travis Pastrana, and I always
For sure.
wanted a dirt bike.
I saw him like 2 years ago at Pikes Peak. I saw him race a
Oh.
Porsche.
Yeah, I've never seen him live, man. I want to see like a Nitro Circus thing. But yeah, I
He's
watched
wild.
like his videos, and that they didn't only dirt bike back in the day in Nitro Circus. They did all these like kind of jackassy action sports stunts.
Right.
So I did a lot of that when I was young,
I miss that show.
and then I would get on a bike and pretend I was on a dirt bike, and from there it was just riding bikes and so on and so forth. So
I ask that because do you know who Axel Hodges is?
mm-hmm.
I've noticed he's like predominantly a dirt bike dude, but he also rides BMX bikes
yeah,
in his spare time, and that skill is so transferable.
yeah, it
between
is.
the two things, and he's doing like wild shit on a BMX bike. Like he could easily be a pro BMX dude if he wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah, he's awesome. I was watching him because X Games, all the dirt bike stuff was held at his compound this year, so I was
Mhm.
watching all that. He's awesome, man. He didn't win high jump, or I mean quarter pipe.
Yeah, I thought he
High
would.
air.
I thought he
He
would.
got second, but I mean the guy that won, he put up a
Yeah, it was pretty
crazy
gnarly.
height.
It was pretty gnarly.
Like you're falling for like 4 seconds out of the
I
air.
I like that one clip of him, Chris. I don't know if you've seen it. You probably have, where they're in like an arena with a ceiling, and he almost fucking hits his head on that beam going across. He has to fucking duck it and misses it by like that much.
Yeah.
Oh
He
shit!
just goes right under.
Would have been it. Like
Yeah. Let me see if I can find that.
But yeah, back in the day, those Nitro Circus videos were awesome. Like the tricycle races, and they would just like do all this crazy stuff. It inspired me when I was a kid. I would make like I'd take like the wagon axles off the wagon and like bolt it to like an 8x10
Yeah.
and just ride down the middle of it with like full on like body armor and stuff and crash it into rocks and stuff for no reason, just like to hurt yourself. But it was cool. It was like Jackass, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I used to do all kinds of stupid shit as a kid, I think. Growing up, I would like, I don't know, I would take like a piece of cardboard and like set it on like a really tall hill with some dry grass
Oh yeah,
and
classic.
and run and jump and fucking slide on it, you know?
Yeah. Our middle school was like that because our school was like 2 stories higher than our track. So there was a big, steep grass field that like went down to it. So you would take the cardboard boxes out of the dumpster after school and put them on the hill and
Yep.
like race each other.
Oh, yeah.
And then we got into a thing where we would ghost ride our bike down the hill
Oh, yeah.
and it would hit the curb at the bottom and do like a double backflip and just like break your bike. But it was cool, you know? You do dumb stuff when you're a kid.
And as an adult, I'm excited to see Jackass Forever.
Me too.
I think it's gonna be good.
The trailer made it look really promising.
I would definitely want to watch it. I'm a little bummed out that Bam's not in it.
Yeah, but it's not anyone's fault, but
His own.
his really.
Yes. But
I
still-
agree.
I still
really
feel-
wish he was in it for sure. 'Cause
I
he's,
still
like,
feel
iconic, but
I still feel bad.
I
about it.
don't. One of my favorite things that I've seen regarding him is just the phrase, "He's the world's oldest 14-year-old kid."
Yeah.
Like, he's just such a baby, bro.
he really is. He's always. It seems like he's always kind of looking for some sort of sense of approval,
Mm-hmm.
like an adolescent would from like
Yeah.
an older person.
Yeah.
He's kind of like that with everyone, even people that are younger than him.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not a good trait to have once you're past like your 20s or 20.
Right.
Even.
Right.
You shouldn't really care at a certain point, and you can tell he really cares about like what people think of him, and it's too bad. Like Viva La Bam was like my shit when I was a kid.
So funny.
Well, I
I'd come home from school and just watch
So
it.
funny, dude.
Don Vito.
Dude, Don.
Yeah, it was great. He's my favorite.
My headphones, I can't get them.
He knocked his headphones off. He's going
He's
sorry.
a Super Saiyan, bro.
No, well, that's Don Vito style. You hear like 9 shins going and shit.
His eye.
Dude, one of my favorite Don Vito scenes ever was when they were doing the prank war against Johnny Knoxville, and they put Don Vito in Johnny Knoxville's hotel room, and he's just eating chicken wings in his underwear.
Oh yeah.
He just has fucking buffalo sauce all over the white sheets.
Disgusting.
Dude, nasty.
Oh, my
And his
goodness.
toe. You remember when they
Oh,
fucking pulled his
yeah.
toenail
Oh.
off and shit?
Yeah.
Dude, such classic shit.
Yeah. They don't make TV like that anymore. God damn it.
Oh man. But you know, he also like touched a 12-year-old girl's boobs. So
Oh.
Is that what it was?
yeah, think it
I
was
know.
that.
I know.
didn't
he
know
went,
that.
He went to
Yeah, he-
prison
yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So dirtbag. Pretty funny.
God damn it.
Pretty funny. Kind of funny. Pretty funny guy.
Add some zingers.
Absolute piece of shit though.
Well, we're at about an hour and 8 minutes here.
all right. Well, cool. Good night.
Good night.
Anyway, thanks, Kyle. See you later. dude.
Yep. Thanks for having me on. Fun as
I wanna
always.
get one to use too. Right there. Okay, under the house. Go fuck yourself.
Tune in next week.
Oh yeah, like, comment, subscribe.